All right, welcome in, builders. We're continuing to grind down on this war. We are currently in a rush to take Kevutor, the final city over here of our lifelong enemy, and I really want to take that and not let our frenemy here be able to take it. So hopefully we're going to be able to do that. Let's start by going through all of our decisions for the turn and see how that turns out. Okay, we have an opportunity to place a very experienced mercenary, sure. Air Force changes, none. Minor worker strike, we pay them off. They want to embed some staff. Sure, we can do that. Upgrade a city. Bradiston, sure, you can get bigger. Lamard, apparently you are a giant city. Sure, you can go up one more. We'll support the elite club for random reasons. Sure. Operatives provide political support to the elite club. We got double events for that. And we need to hire somebody to lead a unit. This is going to be military.
Order acknowledged.
All right, you any good? A Cap 2, 21 war. This is kind of an important unit. You're not the worst ever, but I don't like it. Let's try at least a second one and see if we can get a little luckier on that. Yeah, 36 war. You're actually pretty decent. You might be my new governor, actually. All right, we'll put the original guy in. All right, now here. Okay, let's get this thing surrounded. Be really sad that yet again being bullied by those. Okay, my recon elements are not in good shape. I am not going to recon this. We are just going to go in with the air power. We're probably going to get banged up from this, but I'm going to do it anyways. Just with the attack alone, yeah, we'll have enough to get the recon we need. Did I not build replacement recon units, or did they just not make it here? Let me check that quick. Recon. I did. I'll build a couple extras. No, not fighter bombers. Attack bombers. Okay, we do have a spare there. That's fine. All right, you guys. Okay, readiness is 90%. That's good enough. All right, do it again. I'm not really impressed with the damage I'm seeing here, if I'm being honest. All right, let's try. We got a bajillion AP here because we have Blitz. So hopefully this will be enough. Just like last time we did a major fight, we may have to wave attack them essentially. Ooh, well, that's even kind of sticky there. Get in there, guys. I don't know why that's so slow. It's really calculating those odds, I guess. You gonna go? There you go. Okay, you say we're not gonna succeed. I probably agree with you, but I'm gonna try anyways. And we're gonna hope that pink can seal the deal. Yeah, we are starting to wear down here, although we are also taking the damage. Yeah, those bombers cannot be finished soon enough. All right, then pink, let's see what you can do. I have very low expectations here. Well, that tank made it way worse. All right, we'll just hold off on that. Again, we're gonna human wave them basically. Yeah, we're definitely not going to come out ahead on this one either. Me getting reinforcements in are easier than them though, so I do think it's worth it despite the pain that entails. All right, not going to make anything happen over here. Let's just put something there just to make sure. All right, then on this front, Now here we are ready to go. This is the section that's easy to attack at the moment. Oh, they're combining things from somewhere else. I don't like that. Okay, I hope that's just the ones from here.
Birds are in the sky. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
All right, and now we want attack. Do it. All right, now we do have some decent targets here. Oh wow, we hit one of those guys with a rocket. I'm a little shocked by that. Wow, okay. That was totally fine. And then we send in the walkers. So this is going to be the grays. Only 4 of them? Who am I missing? Did I have a whole unit get wiped out? Oh, it's you. And you're just really not ready. Okay, let's not send any unit that's super not ready. Wow, okay. All right, we need to get some... I just thought of this. We did not give them a stance. Let's do that. All right, let me think. We have walkers and infantry. Probably not a blitzkrieg. I think it's rush. Rush is just so good.
Yes, sir.
And you know what? We're going to do that over here before we forget. So they'll benefit from my mistake on the other part.
Yes,
Give them rush. And here too. Give him a rush.
Yes, sir.
Also, we're going to need to get some color differentiation here. We got blue and then we got like double grays. So let's change color. How about a yellow? And that might blend in with the enemy a little bit. It'll be fine. And you change color. How about like a deep purple? There we go. All right. That'll be fine. All right, we'll start spreading out here. Looking for a surround, basically. All right, how are you guys feeling? You look fine. You're not full readiness, and you don't have the extra AP from Rush. I think I'm just going to chill again. I'm less concerned than I was because we kind of have them bubble wrapped. So that shouldn't be able to escape too badly. On construction, we finished the big truck station, and we finished the ammo factory. Let's go to the capital. All right, food's maxed out. Oil's going up. Ammo's finally going up. We're making metal. We actually used up some IP, which is great. Our recruits are starting to get down a little bit. I don't love that. Everything else is ticking along pretty well. Extra machines or extra advanced would not be bad. And it's better to get those before you need them than to have to build it last second. High-tech industry 4, 8 rounds at 4. That'd be 32. I'm not ready to build that yet. Am I running? I don't think I'm running that at 100% either. Okay, I think everything's fine there. I don't want any of that. We would need to be a size bigger to go up in any of those. Extra barracks would be extra training points. Let's look what our quality of life looks. Oh, hang on a second. We're not housing everybody. I do not want to have any chances that we have people leave. Oh, I can't go up anymore though. Okay, I probably don't want to be building any more things here at the moment. I'm sure at some point I'll have to. Where's my high tech? Uni high tech. You know what? Let's kick that into 100% for a little bit. That's already gonna get some extra workers needed, but that's fine. Okay, you're having a worker shortage. Let's colonize. We'll send as workers 2K.
Wilco.
Okay, see if that helps. Okay, you could use some health points, otherwise you're fine. Okay, we will make the hospital. Remember, we do get population that grows in these places, so it's none of this is wasted. Okay, and recon you.
Birds are in the sky. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Okay, we got plenty of recon there. They're an open field, which is what's making that so easy for us to do. And then we will rocket attack them. Yes, yes. Kill the tanks more than the people, please.
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Okay, we got 3 of the tanks. All right, and then if we just send in our walker units, do it.
Let's go.
Yeah, unfortunately, the walker units are mostly let down by the people. Oh, that is not stellar. Am I running, since we had that other problem, am I running? Oh, we just lost the leader there too. Okay, I don't think he has a strap, was what I was getting at. All right, we got that contained. Okay, we have one more walker that hasn't done an attack this turn. Okay, they actually have an AT gun here. That's smart of them. I hate it. Move here, go there. Yeah, no AT gun there. Also held back. Okay, yeah, they're gonna need a second to recharge. 4K. Man, our losses are starting to become a thing. Okay, we'll do that. I think I'm gonna have to. Oh, hang on a second. That's not needed, right? Oh, that is needed. Let's make 5 of those. I think we're gonna have to turn on some recruitment in some of our areas. Okay, we have extra machine guns. Everyone else is good. Here, build sealed road to there. Okay, we are pretty much using up the supplies that are making it here. If we check our bottleneck, we're going to see one here, yeah, right there. But that's okay. It's the railroad that really matters. We're getting just enough up here, basically. Do you have a truck station? I have not nationalized it. Please do. And we'll probably want to... Are you building something? Yeah, you're working on the airbase. Okay. I probably will want to make that a little bit bigger up here if we're going to have this big fight. Okay, and I can't get any guys here from logistics. Okay, you are a size 2 town. Entertainment is your holdup. Go ahead and make the vidcom. Okay, you're working on a hospital. You're working on a port very slowly. We're kind of having a worker crunch over here. The port takes a lot of people, so no surprises there. Okay, is that it? We have 83 points. I'm very sad about things that happened over there. All right, I think we're just going to wargame it.
Order acknowledged.
We are going to retreat it if I have one.
Order acknowledged.
And then that's a turn. I guess if nothing else, I have improved my turn times a little bit here. Try to get through those kind of lickety split for everybody. I'm actually shocked how much problems I'm having shoving him back into the sea over here. I guess he has kind of caught up in tech. We did have a higher tech advantage earlier in this war. He seems like he's caught up some. We do have the battle dress. We are getting the laser. The battle dress mainly will stop our infantry from dying, which will really help these combat results. It's the infantry losses that are causing us problems. They're thinking really hard. I did have the setting for give AI more time to think turned on for this one, so you do notice it in the late game. In the early game, these turns are pretty lickety split, but in the late game, definitely some thought going into it. I highly doubt we're going to have enough reinforcements that this northern thing's going to get to do much next turn. We're probably going to be sitting and reorganizing ourselves for a hot minute. We're also going to need to recruit another leader for that replacement. Election's been held. Old majority won. Moral high standing. Okay, the Moonrise. Ooh. I like that. Discovered mechanized storm infantry. Yes. Yes. I would like that. Okay, we already know, whoops. We already know that we're gonna need a leader or two. Do we have any more military? Civilian, senior, military. Let's just get both of them. Oh, hey, it actually popped up this time. It's been kind of hit and miss lately. I don't know why. Cap 1's not stellar, but that's fine for leading troops. You are not a good one. Aline. All right, Aline, you gotta, that's a no-go on you. 0 retirement. Take me to the reserve pool. Aline, goodbye. Yeah, just clean that out right away. Okay, no changes on staff council. Model design council. Okay, here. I kind of want to... How close are we to those lasers? Not close at all. He is getting as many as he basically can. Okay, that's gonna take a hot minute. I don't think we're gonna wait. I think we're gonna make a new infantry model. We're gonna build upon. We have the laser rifle. Okay, so the laser rifle is more damage. It's gonna use electricity to shoot. We are losing some electricity. Like I said, that's not the worst. We can definitely fix that. I think we just need the extra firepower more than anything else. All right, let's try it. I've never actually used the lasers before. Look at how much more armor we're getting out of the battle dress too. All right, we need some oomph, and that's where we're gonna get it. Okay, moral handstanding, bar fights. I don't want that to overtake me. Upgrade Brenston. No, thank you. Lamard wants to be a metropolis. Okay, that was a huge place. Found info. Sure, whatever. Okay, for the... What are you? Light infantry. Okay, you're probably going to be my governor, so that leaves it to you. Okay, good. All right, let's do the front. Here, how are we feeling? All right, get in there. All right, sorry guys, I know you're banged up.
Birds are in the sky.
We just need that recon.
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Okay, plenty of recon. Okay, I think I need to give these guys a rest. They are not in fighting fit form. Yeah, and our rocket attacks are eating up like all of our logistics. That's sealed road. Up to here. I'll help them a little bit. I'm gonna fire even though we're having logistical problems. Anything we can do to try to weaken them a little bit. It wasn't stellar. Okay, you guys are not in fighting form. Sad. Very sad. Okay, leave it be. All right, down here. All right. I'm less concerned than I was about 3 seconds ago. Walkers do okay in the mountains. Okay. Wow. Wow. Do you have a new version of something? Not really. Combat armor, Gauss rifle. Okay, is what it is. All right, here. Actually, hang on. Time out. Well, no, I do probably want to do that. Okay, we'll see if we can get in there. I mean, we take the port, we obviously kill this entire section, so. Do it. Still struggling.
More firepower, sir.
Man. All right, down here. Yeah, unfortunately, it's pulling in my units from elsewhere. Oh, no, you did not this time. Maybe because they've already used their AP. So I got to make sure I do that other one first. All right, air recon it.
Birds are in the sky. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Okay, we got enough recon. How are you guys? Okay, you guys are basically fine. Not perfect, but basically fine. Yeah, send them. Yeah, every tank we take out makes it much more likely we'll actually win that fight.
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Yeah, that was a good one. All right. Try this again. We're looking for yellows to go in here, not the one that's super banged up. Yeah, we'll just send a 3. Keep the pressure up on them. Looks like we're gonna actually win this front before we win the other one. All right, and then the people who didn't attack. Well, it's not actually who I should have moved. You come up here. Just to keep that clogged up for them. Okay, on the construction front. Okay, we completed a recycling facility 2. That would be here? No. Would be here? Yes. Okay, and that's plenty of salvage here. I'm not too stressed about that. I think we're just gonna chill on that. One thing I do need to do though here, let's call her up. Zone orders. This place is ginormous. Let's start pulling in recruits here, because our recruits are quite rapidly dissipating. And we're gonna try to pull 1,000 per turn. This place has almost 500,000 populace, so yeah, we need some income here. All right, now we are having some power problems, and we are planning on upping our power usage. So places that don't currently build power are gonna start putting in some solar panels. Places that have solar panels are gonna start upgrading them. You cannot, because you're not big enough. You should be able to. Fords are already going to be maxed out, I can tell you. You only have a 2.
Copy that.
I got to go extra because we are going to be using it to fight with. Okay, you're at 3. I think you can go higher. No, you cannot. Okay. All right, and we weren't going to build anything here, but you know what I think I will build? Do we have the ability to build... What is that under? Power banks. Let's up our power banks some more. I want more storage because we need to have some buffer. Okay, and over here, how's the port going? Not well. Colonize. We're using up our logistics here. All right, we did get those planes. Let's look at that. So if we came in here... Show me my bottlenecks. Okay, the bottleneck is here, actually. Interesting. Okay, so we are having the rail. The rail's getting it, and the trucks are not able to get it. We have a truck 2. Okay, you know what? Let's build a truck 3 here. It's very important to me that that's not our bottleneck. We got to get it to the rail station, and then the rail station will greatly help get that moving. Give me back to current points. Okay, so we did that. You are building. Having to haul metal up here to build is what's eating up a lot of that. All right, we are really banged up, so we are not in a position really to assault this turn. Move up here. Okay, yeah, that's fine, TM. Ruins you. Okay, I think that's it. 85 points as a nation. Yeah, I already ran those, didn't I? Okay, let's run a turn here. I'm definitely feeling some late game slowdown, as I think it's having to do a lot of pathing calculations. He is managing to grind me down, though, a little bit. I honestly thought we were going to be able to just roll over him. He seems to have gotten a tech upgrade at like just the last second here. Because before we were pretty much just cutting straight through him. So his newest troops are good enough that we're kind of fighting, I guess, to a stalemate. We're also having logistical stretches, let's call them. It's not horrendous, but it's not good either. Hopefully that truck station that we put in over here will alleviate the problems we're having. The sad part is, even with both of these big fights that we're currently doing, maybe one VP worth, maybe two, it's not going to be much. 138th light armor, did that say? Holy moly, he has built some troops. Hopefully our new TAC bombers will start making a difference here. Okay, oil drilling facility was removed because they have been depleted. Okay, we gotta keep an eye on our oil. Our population happiness actually dropped greatly. Hydroponics, robotization. Yeah, this is the one I always talk about. If you're in a plant that has food problems and pump problems, this tech is super, super good. It helps with water. It helps with the amount of people you have to actually have work your hydroponics. I did have a game where I kind of rushed that. Ooh, discovered automated turrets. Okay, that's something. Again, the robots are more of a defensive thing. I don't think there's any assault robots. But for defense, they're guys who don't need recruits, basically. You can turn IP into fighting power directly.
Yes,
No
sir.
changes, no changes. Protests, pay them off. We're still making plenty of money. I'm gonna say no because I gotta watch how close we're getting. All right, the bombings will continue until the siege ends. I don't think we're gonna do our rockets here again.
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
We're just not making. In fact, I think what we're gonna do here, we're not really making any progress with those. What if we moved them down here? Let's actually, hold on, let's not do that yet because I don't want them to be down here with low readiness. Okay, you scouts.
Birds are in the sky.
Okay, he's building up more and more of these planes. Yeah, okay, so he's actually starting to get it. Now, you can't really aggressively use manpads, so that's not helpful unless he starts actually attacking me with these planes. So I'm not going to switch that over yet. All right, I guess they're coming down from the other place on their own. That's fine. We'll send them in here. All right. Can we get some Whiskey Tango Foxtrot? It looks like we have maybe broke the back here finally. 18-1. If I lose this, I'm gonna be a little salty.
No problem.
There we go. All right, and of course they made this into a new port, because of course they did. Why wouldn't we make this into a new port so I could just be super duper annoyed by it? All right, yellow, head that way. Move in there. Start heading that way. All right, we're just gonna chill here. I don't think I really need to push on this. Well, no, purple will try to take this guy. I don't know how he held out last time.
Operation successful.
Because he couldn't have even been that dug in. All right, he doesn't have the oomph to be able to move. He does. Okay. Yeah, that is what that is. Okay, we already pretty much looked at construction stuff. Airbase 2. Okay, we want Airbase 3s. Vidcom's fine, hospital's fine, solar panel 4 is being worked on. Okay, nobody else is done with anything. We are still not... What is going on here? We're just not getting what we need to the front. All right, let me... Maybe they're being dumb and doing that. What are the odds that you're ready for a merge?
Roger that, sir.
No. No. Okay, so we've kind of learned that it's not even worth rolling the dice on that unless you have a very, very tiny revolt chance. Or better yet, just wait. Just wait. Okay, I think the firepower we have over there is what it is. Here, though, can I raise a formation? Independent. Tacticals. And I'm going to want moonrises. These are going to be our new bombers. So we have the Hellblazer is anti-armor, and the Moonrise should be anti-infantry. And we're going to raise at least 5 maybe of these. Very careful that we're picking the right thing. And we're going to bomb the crap out of him. That's 3, I believe. Okay, now we can't get any more. Okay, we'll start with those 3 and we'll move on from there. All right, here, let's take a swing at this. This is just a single alien.
Going in.
Really? Really?
Mission success.
God, I hate that guy. All right. Sure, why not? All right, did I already... it's all starting to blend together. No, I was doing other attacks first, out of order. All right, ranged attack. These should be doing a lot of damage to his infrastructure more than the troops. Hopefully we're damaging that port. Okay, and it also looks like we're ready to attack again. So we'll send in the armor stuff first. I kind of wish there was a all OHQ attack button. Send in all of blue here. Blue has the extra armor, so they're a little tougher. And we'll send pink in as wave 2. If pink goes in first, they're just going to get slaughtered.
Weapons free.
Okay, well, some kills, but... Man, they are dug in. They are really dug in. Okay, give me a pink. Yep, everybody get in there. Okay, that is not odds I'm willing to take. That's just throwing people in the meat grinder for no reason. All right, we'll hold off on that. All right, we did what we could do here. We pulled in the bombers that we want. Any other construction? Not that I care about. And we know up north we're not going to attack. So let's double check here. Okay, 2,800. Man, we are definitely starting to chew through the infantry. We really need that upgrade. 1 armored transport. Need some machine guns. I'm not going to overproduce those because again, they're going to have an upgrade too. Walkers. Heavy tanks, Buggies. Not building 93 buggies. Well, that would be a thing we could do. Sure. All right, the recon. Grasshoppers are another one that probably needs another redesign. They probably just could be so much better. Okay, we lost Hellblazers here. That's going to be another little annoying. So I'm going to have to remember which type is which for missing stuff. Okay, we have a lot of points. Let's go be sad about supporting a faction. That has been utterly useless. At this point, I'm just doing it because I'm stubborn. Maybe against an actual player it would be better, but it literally doesn't seem like I can affect that. After spending that many points, I don't know how the AI could stop me if that mechanic was working. I'm not going to do these yet, but I probably really should. They should go on like a tank unit or a walker unit. That's what I've been saving them for. All right, take that turn. More initializing AI. I wonder if I can get away without using this third walker group. I'm hoping that 2 of them can contain this and deal with it. I think this one is going to actually redeploy to this front. Get those walkers over there. Oh, I also need to make those logistical planes too. Start getting that air bridge up and running and see if that'll help alleviate some of our problems. Okay, he just shot me with a plane. That's a first. Okay, so he actually finally did get his Air Force up and running. Okay, alien went back into the water. Suffered no losses. Well, that's at least something. Okay, time of calm. Got a new zone. I got my own zone back. He just made it worse. That's literally all he did. Okay, demand private assets reach 5 levels. I don't think we can get 5 levels.
Understood.
No changes there. Okay, that worker strike's getting a little expensive. Help them with the moral grandstanding. New governor. Okay, it's you are my expert at closing those down. Support the elite club. None. All right, are we feeling better over here? I think we're feeling better over here. All right. Send in my recon.
Birds are in the sky. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
All right, are we going to be in position to attack this turn? No. I asked that because I'm going to rocket into this instead. I will just send all the guys. All right, and here. Yeah, no, almost. Oh man, they made these icons smaller. Old man eyes.
Birds are in the sky. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Okay, and then rockets into here. All right, and we're gonna send all our bombers and our rocket ships. Do it. Those newest ones are probably not actually at full readiness now that I think about this.
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
It's gonna be very difficult for me to differentiate those. All right, since apparently he wants to do this. All right, yellow, I do think I'm gonna take you out of here with a hope that they will be able to go to the other front. All right, over here. Like, none of you can get in there, apparently. Okay, and we're gonna send purple in. I don't know how that can possibly go down. Do it.
Going in.
I think they moved a whole bunch of their guys up into the mountains, which is good for me, I guess? Or maybe not?
Firepower, sir.
We are really struggling on this one. Anything we need to build? Okay, solar panel 1. Immediately into 2. We're still losing a little bit of power, so we're definitely going to need more. We got some higher tier ones upgrading also, though. Okay, nothing else that needs to be looked at there. Let's check the northern front. Okay, looks like we finally got those supplies through. Alright, what are we going to do? Probably that one right there. It's a single tank. That's not worth my scout. You attack that. I'm pretty sure you can just solo it.
Fire, open fire.
I didn't get the kills, unfortunately, but it is what it is there. Okay, now... Okay, one of you, please go over here. You... Not doing that by yourself. One to one. That's just a lot of dudes. Some extra tanks. Okay, sending in these guys actually just makes it worse, so no. Alright, we're not going to win this one, but hopefully we can do some damage. It seems like we have some sort of like morale penalty when we're just outnumbered that high, even though their penalties for that should be so bad, it should basically negate that. Yeah, there's just so many troops here. Yeah, we're kind of stuck here. I will go ahead. I don't want to not be using these, so I will try to come in and hit someplace that has a lot of heavies.
Birds are in the sky.
Get the recon up. And then the rockets can go in. There we go. Could you kill the anti-tank guns? No? Okay. Okay, well, we got one. Better than nothing. Alright, strat-wise, nation, we're gonna retreat.
Acknowledged.
War game.
Acknowledged.
140 left. Okay, do we have a shadow spy on our director? Secret services. I don't think we have a call to rebellion. We do. Okay, never mind. Let's try to do it up here. Okay, the difficulty is exceptionally high. She's not at 100%. Okay, that's part of it. Leaders. Let's give a bonus to our director.
Order acknowledged.
There you go. Critical success. We got 3. Oh boy. Okay, call to rebellion. Okay, 160. So we would need to roll like an 80. Unlikely, but we got it. 3,200 pop is rebelling. Don't know where, but hopefully it hurts them a lot. All right, stupid guys over here did retreat. I don't want him coming back on land. You head back up there. Okay, that's fine. We already played what we can play. Let's get some of the air in here. So raise formation, independent, transport. This would be the night owl. I better double check. In fact, I know this is the night owl. Raise. All right, so you. Minimum airbase is, oh man, it's still 4s. No, that's what I wanted here. No. Yeah, we're okay. I'm confusing that and the bomber. Too many plane things. Okay, transporter. We want night owls. All right, so how much are you gonna do? 800,000 kilos. All right, so we're not gonna be able to do anything this turn. Let's just start with 2 and we'll see what that does. I want to have these 2 connected, and hopefully that will help. Okay, hey, clearing up. It was the metal we were having to. It's metals and mechs was like really clogging this up. This is actually looking great. Looking great right now. But let's make it even better. Okay, that's not something I want to see. Okay, so they're trucking something over here. What are you working on? 2 turns on a power bank. I'm gonna have you also. We're gonna go up to rail station 4s.
Yes, sir.
Just to make sure that we can keep doing that. And run it. Yeah, I like the logistics in this game, but one of my few complaints is the complexity of the game is basically an order of magnitude larger if you make more than one SHQ. But the problem is, the way the logistics work in this game, everything you produce is shipped back to your SHQ and then shipped out for consumption. So even if I was to build an ammo factory at the front over here, unless we did supply local, which I do think would distribute within their zone, everything has to be shipped back and then to the front. So if I built it here, let's say, again, back to the capital and then all the way to the front. So you double pay to transport it. So for example, major food, major ammo should really come from your capital, because that means you don't have to double ship it. You only ship it out and you don't have to bring it back and then out. I wish that there was a little bit smarter logistics. It would change greatly how it runs. This logistics is very much like a military logistics, where you basically need everything to be centralized, and not civilian logistics where we generally would have it distributed. Yeah, that is looking spicy. All right, it's not black though. So yeah, I think I caught that in time that we're gonna want that upgrade. Man, I mean, we're moving that many goods. That's just what it is. We're moving that many goods. Okay, you get 5. I am just gonna bring you in here. Workers are paid 7.
Yes,
Sure.
sir. Roger that, sir.
Please make them happy so I can get rid of them. All right, you. Okay, we got all kinds of goodies up here now. All right, scout. Go.
Birds are in the sky. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
All right, plenty of recon. And now I don't really actually care which attack bomber, so I'm just everyone who can go gets to go bomb them. Kill people, kill vehicles, it's all good to me. Okay, I'm liking what I'm seeing. We're already getting about as many kills as our rocket people were getting.
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Okay, Moonrise. Yeah, my Moonrise was the ones getting the kills. All right, you next. Okay, you are maxed out, so there's nothing else I could do to make you better. I'm honestly in awe that these guys are able to hold out this well. It's the cloud. I think I mean, oh no, you're just jungle. You're not even cloud right here. Yeah, okay, well I have no excuse then. Cloud forest is ridiculous, is all I can say. Motorized and tanks is minus 90% attack. Low altitude and high altitude minus 90% attack. So that's all my planes and all my armor. The jungle is 80 and 80. So you see the problem here. All right, purple is not ready. Let's see if pink is. I would need this to be about a 1-to-1 to really want to do it. And we're not there. Yeah, I don't know. That's quite a quagmire. And I can't surround them because of this idiot. My friend. Speaking of friend, non-aggression pact. Nope. All right, now we almost made a We almost were able to get peace with these guys. Would be an overture. All right, so you, Strat, leader. This is my foreign affairs guy. Shadow diplomat. Foreign affairs.
Understood.
Do I have a spy too? Yeah, and a spy just in case that helps. All right, what can we do to make them a little happier? Do we just play the overture on them? We would need to roll like a 70. Civil delegation. Okay, let's do that. We cannot. It's probably because we're at war. All right, so that's out. Yeah, here's the victory pact I would love to do to people that they're all just going to say no to. Yeah. Cultural exchange? No. Okay, so we basically just have to roll an overture on them. All right, we'll take a swing. We failed ridiculously. Okay, well. Hey, you want peace? No. Okay. There you go. That war game out. Retreat.
Order acknowledged.
That's really it, right? That's really it. Let me double check. Oops. Yeah, double check here. Yeah, you're definitely not in shape at the moment. All right. Yeah, I think I'm getting stronger and stronger vibes that I think I'm happy enough with what we learned here. I mean, I'm literally just going to be doing grind combat until I take these 2 islands. And I don't know if I have the oomph to want to do a naval invasion. I think the plan would be we would railroad or maybe even have to high-speed rail until we basically get a place over here. We would get strat bombers. I would probably build strat bombers, and we would need to find the ideal place to make a landing here. Probably somewhere over in this neighborhood, just because it looks like there's probably 2 big cities here. Okay, he's got some things he hasn't finished. This also looks like maybe his capital, if I had to guess, just because he's keeping so many units around. Maybe we could land outside of his capital, and we'd have to fiddle with that. Oh, who are you? Oh, is that the rebels? That's probably the rebels. So I don't know. Well, let's look at our VP things here, and we'll make a call on that. Stupid little alien. He did cut off my logistics over there too. I definitely have learned from this one. No aliens on Oceania playthroughs. Just, it's not worth it. It's totally not worth it. Religious mayhem. Bomb. Research completed. Industrial robotization. We have Kinney retiring. Instant with democratic. Okay, we'll reverse that. We're not going to increase that. We're not going to change that. Yeah, a lot of these need to just be able to say, hey, you don't have to come up again. All right, we'll try to help. We did critical success on the religious mayhem. All right, let's peek in here at our overview victory. They actually did push ahead of me with that little bit. So between the 2 of us, that is a 50% win. So in order to win this map, I would have to take out Friedstein, which is that entire other large continent. I don't think I am gonna do that. I think I'm happy with what I have learned from this. It's really annoying to me. Even if we had gotten this guy in a win confederation, that would be what? 37-42. We'd need 8 points to win. The land that I'm currently on is definitely not worth 8 points. Like I said, maybe 2. Maybe 2. So yeah, I find this is just way too annoying. I am not sold on Oceania. If I could build my own supply lines, I've mentioned it before, I wouldn't feel it so bad. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, that is so annoying. Because the thing is, right, let's say, where was that little island? There's an island over here. Or there's an island here. Let's say I'm like, okay, here's what I'll do. I'll get a transport, I'll build a port here, and I will build a colony here. I mean, this is probably worth maybe half a point if I took the territory and built a city here. Now for the rest of the game, I have to pay to transport. And the second I screw that up, everyone starves to death. Plus, I'm gonna need to probably have 2 units, probably 2 MG units here to defend this. And if I don't, then he's gonna just land something here, and somehow the AI is able to land these ridiculous expedition forces. Like over here, he had like multiple tanks and planes, etc., that I don't seem to be able to get the marine trade houses to transport. Like we struggled hard to get a couple tanks, or we could only build the lighter mech groups that we built. I struggled really hard to do that. So the only thing I can really do would be have more shares in the maritime trade house. And we did do that. And then the house I backed died and I lost everything. So losing Artemis C was a major blow to us, a major blow, because we could get to the point, I think, where they would be very hard for our enemies to actually pay to invade us. As it is, shareholder has 8 shares, unknown 5, unknown 2, unknown 1. I have no shares. Now at this point, maybe I could get a share or 2. They're probably, who knows what they would cost now. Last time they were for sale, it was like 12K. So maybe I could get 1 share, 2 shares. So I basically lost because we backed the wrong trade house. Lost. I'm declaring victory, moral victory, because the trade house that we supported lost. And they were winning until they just died in like 3 turns. So I don't know, that felt exceptionally volatile. And there was like nothing I could have done. I'd given them a bunch of money. I'd built them stuff. There was not much else we could have really done on that front. So I do find that a little painful, a little annoying. I think if Artemis C had maintained and not died, I honestly think we could have been fine. We had a crippled economy. We had to pay for very expensive transport, which meant I never had any money, which meant I was not able to buy shares, which meant I wasn't able to be able to influence what he was doing. So I think that was all just like one of those 100 turns ago, something happened that caused the problem. I think this does show the power of railroad. Railroad is our power, and I think that we are basically stretched as far as we could really get a railroad. I think we could handle this island, but if this wasn't an island, I don't know if we could get much further. I think we have kind of maxed out what we could do there. So we would need to go to high-speed rail would be the next thing. And or, I mean, obviously we could do another rail. We'd have to do another rail station up here, not just a depot or a head, if to go further than that. So I think I'm happy with what we've seen here. I think I am going to declare myself again moral victory over the seas. Now let's get back to that victory screen. Yeah. So like I said, between the two of us, we basically own half the world. Nobody will take peace. Nobody's ever going to take peace. I tried very hard to have the elitists change governments, and after 500 plus political points, we never were able to do it. So I don't know if that just doesn't work against the AI or what, but I'm not impressed at all. I'm not impressed at all. I don't even know why that's an option if it's not even going to ever happen. So if there's a mechanic behind that I'm not getting, tell me, but I'm not sure what else we could have done. Especially against a friend / enemy like that. There's not much else we could have done to influence it. So I will say like I said, my biggest takeaways from this are, if you're going to do Oceania, don't put aliens on it. It's not worth it. They're annoying. They're hard to finish off. Even at this point in the game, they're still bothering me. Maybe my TAC bombers could maybe kill them finally. Maybe, I don't know. Those metallic ones are hard to kill. They always just retreat into the ocean. Don't back the wrong maritime trade house, I guess, because I lost my influence. I never was able to get it back. Oceania also means you need to set yourself up to make a lot of money in the early game. However you do your profile, it better be able to make money, because in the early game, 200 credits to open communication is brutally expensive. 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 credits to buy a share is brutally expensive. Once you get your foot in the door and you're making some money on those shares, it's not so bad. But like you saw, we lost it all and we never could recoup. The AI seems to have just like money printers because they were throwing around 10 to 15K when I could throw around maybe 5. So that was pretty painful there too. Again, I really liked the mid-core logistics. I can't ever see myself not playing with that. It just is so much better. I would have to come in here and what I'd have to do is delete all these extra roads. You have to have very linear roads and you have to do weird logistics injections. You have to do weird things if you use regular logistics that I don't find fun. I like the mid-core logistics a lot more, so I will continue to use those, and hopefully we will just see more and more improvements to it, as I think it's still labeled as beta in the options. I could be wrong about that. I like some of the improvements I'm seeing when it works, which sometimes it doesn't. I like that it pops up with the picture. Yeah, see, it didn't work that time. I like that it pops up with the picture when we recruit people. That's super helpful when you're like, look, I need somebody that has admin and I'm going to keep recruiting until we get one. It's so much quicker. So really props to Vic for taking that feedback and while it's still not 100% working, it will be making that change there. All right, Krakens, I think the tide is going out and we are going to set off into the sunset. Hopefully you've enjoyed this one. Thank you to everyone who commented and taught me various things in this playthrough. I really enjoyed that. I didn't think we were going to learn things. I learned a ton. I learned an absolute ton in this playthrough, so that's pretty cool. All right, Captain signing out. I look forward to the next one. We probably won't be back to Shadow Empires until we have the Republica release. I'm not going to try to get into the beta for that. I think I'm just going to enjoy it when it comes out. So that's going to be my current plan. As for other series, there's always other series. I hope to see you there. Babble out. Don't forget to leave your like on the series. If you've made it this far, I hope I've earned your subscription. As always, if you want to support the channel, you can always leave a super thanks here. Join me live for a super chat. Consider becoming a member on YouTube. That does give you early access to members first videos. I'm going to really try to make sure we always have some series running that have lots of members first content. And if you just want to leave a tip, you can check the Patreon linked in the channel info. I also have a Discord that you're welcome to join. If YouTube doesn't give you good notifications, I do announcements there and you will always get those. All right, for realsies, Babble signing out.